Hello and welcome to Witness. I'm Raggy Omar. Western journalists travel the world reporting on countries undergoing war and upheaval, but some think we should be turning our cameras on ourselves to cover the unreported war going on in the inner cities of many developed countries. Birmingham is England's second city. The place is undergoing a renaissance, but alongside luxury developments and shopping precincts are deprived areas where drugs and crime are rampant and gang culture rules the streets. Reuben Tomlinson knows firsthand. His cousin died in his arms after an altercation in a nightclub. Reuben knew that if he continued mixing with this crowd, he wouldn't survive for long. So he joined the Young Disciples, a group set up to help kids find a way out of street crime. The Disciples know what they're talking about because they're former gangsters. Birmingham resident and filmmaker Ben Robinson took to the streets to see what life was like for gangsters made good.
Man, I getting shot, man, I getting stopped in, man, I getting sucked in this world that we're living in. The cops are patrolling, I wanna see a black bug go down cause we're rolling.
My name's Reuben Tomlinson and I'm a Young Persons and Families Development Officer.
I'm black cause the word in the streets over on the attack, black boys. Let's start doing good, we need to show this world that we can be. Cause a full of guns and a gang cause that's not good now.
My job involves working with young people on a one-to-one basis, going out there into the community and engaging with those young people who are isolated from mainstream provision.
Reuben is a member of the Young Disciples, a community group working in the inner city of Birmingham. This is Lozells, and like its bordering areas of Aston, Handsworth and Newtown, it has many social problems. It's a far cry from the swanky hotels and designer shops of Birmingham city centre, just 5 miles away. Here in Lozells, unemployment is high, and for many young people, life is really tough. Gang culture and a life of crime is an all too easy and tempting alternative. Reuben and the Young Disciples are just one of the organisations working from within the community to help reduce the culture of crime. Gang violence revolves around who belongs to a particular zone or region. In Birmingham, it's all based on something as juvenile as the postal code. Gang members identify themselves by representing or repping their postcode. If you're young, and even if you're not connected with any gang, crossing into another postcode from where you live can get you into serious grief.
A bus route could potentially be a death sentence for some kids because travelling via a bus across many other areas to get to another area poses a lot of problems for some individuals.
Being in the wrong place at the wrong time is a constant problem, as Reuben found out. His life was changed forever when he watched his much-loved cousin die in his arms after a violent shooting.
My cousin and myself and a friend of ours was all out. We left Birmingham and went to a party in Huddersfield. There was a jealous, tense atmosphere in the club. A group of lads started to get very heated. The guy drew for a gun and shot my cousin. Now, where I come from, you don't stand and watch something like that happen. You're in there. So my reaction straight away without thinking was get in there, and I've got involved into the tussle, and when I've got in the tussle, I'm holding the gunman. At that point, I glimpsed from the corner of my eye someone coming to me with a long knife, and he stabbed me. And it's by the will of God how I got away from there. God rest his soul, my cousin died at that point, and that was the critical point that changed me.
But Reuben's story isn't unique. Most of the team leaders of Young Disciples have been a part of the gang world at some time, including its founder member, Mark Edwards.
Well, I started Young Disciples because of all of the bad things which I've seen growing up in the city. A friend getting shot. Loads of my friends have been shot and killed, or shot and maimed. And I thought, you know what, I need to start something. I need to have a program or project which can help people like this. And that's why Young Disciples started. And the type of youngsters we engaged initially were persons from the ghetto, from the zone, from the inner city. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't glassed over, it was raw and it was hardcore. The staff was hardcore.
Jason, another key member of YD, had spent most of his life hustling on the streets, but he came to his senses after a 5-year prison sentence.
I had not long left prison. I got a phone call to come up to the centre. I stayed for the day, and at the end of the day I asked Mark how could I get involved with Young Disciples.
The team runs many projects, from visiting families in the community who need help and support, to helping teachers understand what's going on through the minds of kids living in troubled situations. But the Football League has been one of the most successful schemes, as it really gives troubled kids a focus.
Okay, see now you argue.
I've recently launched the Football in the Communities project in conjunction with Handsworth United football team. I wanted to engage some of the hardcore young people from our community in a programme in which they could be developed.
The final member of the team is me. My name is Sharon, and I'm a Families and Youth Development Officer. But I get more respect from the lads for being a fully qualified football coach.
All the way, push it.
Come on, Jordan.
This is the under-15s, Handsworth United team. They're training tonight on working on match fitness. And because they were just all bickering, that's why they've just been given a lap to do.
Every time you argue, you give the opposition encouragement.
Unlike the boys, my past didn't lead me to a prison sentence or into gun violence, but I found myself a single teenage mother following a dangerous and downward spiral.
One day I just woke up and I says, I've got a child to look after. For me, that was a turning point, and I thought, what can I do with my life? I'm 17, I've got a baby, and I started volunteering for an organisation that works with children, and I saw the passion in me and I saw how I helped, so I thought, you know, maybe this is for me. I think because I am female, for one, I kind of take everybody under my wing, and I've got many sons and many daughters.
A lot of those sons and daughters have a passion for music. Tonight, Ruben is working with a brand new group of lads and girls who want to get their words on the mic.
Some people can get the wrong impression that what we're advocating is violence. It's not that we're advocating violence. We need to understand where the young people are at. Now, if it means drawing it out by music, if they need to really express by their lyrical content, we need to give them that platform so that we can get to understand these young people. I'm just letting the young people express themselves, and then once what comes out of them, we can then start to work what's inside them. Because if we don't understand what they've got inside them, how can we do anything for those young people? So you've got to have that understanding.
And tests my patience, money off a so I stick to the script. And when the fuck pops up, ain't an addiction, don't give a.
When you was voicing in there, I mean, just standing and watching, you look really, I would say, emotional to a certain degree, because you know what it is, we're dealing with real life things that's happening to you.
That's all it's about, man, just telling what you've been living or how hard it is.
You can't really speak positive if there is no positive.
Wherever you're doing, you're gonna come to the streets at least some part of the day or some time. So you're gonna see what's going on, feel the burn of the streets and how it's pressure. It's got a lot of pressure in there, and there ain't nothing out there for black people, really.
Because the youths are out to control, and there's nothing that they can be told.
What are you doing for yourself now?
Just trying to do positive, man. I'm going to college now, studying A-levels, trying to do something, become something in life, you get me? Don't want to be on the road all my life, doing nothing, wasting my life.
You feel as though like you've got like a sort of means in where you can come to any member of Young Disciples with a problem and we try to sort it.
They give us free studio time, so it took us off the streets. Because if it wasn't here now, we'd be on the streets like same old, you get me?
Street life, it's not good, man. It ain't about being in gangs or none of that. Living on the streets 24/7, man. So either you end up in jail or dead, like that's what you're hearing it. And it's true.
What we're going to do is just get you to like do one more track then tonight then, yeah? So what it is then, we'll have 2 tracks laid down for you. That will go towards your album. I would like to keep the momentum of this. I don't want this to just be a one-off night like we're just doing this tonight, yeah.
Yeah, we're not looking to make it a one-night thing still. We're looking to come back, man, go away, write some more bars.
Yeah?
Come,
Is that
man.
every man's consensus, though? Every man on the same thing? Yeah? If you're on it, you're on it. From you're serious on it, we'll be serious with you and we'll push you.
Yusuf's done well for his first music session. He's planning to come back next week. But Ruben's job isn't over yet. It's 9 o'clock and Yusuf is under curfew, so Ruben volunteers to make sure he gets home on time.
Well, we're going to go out on an outreach beat. We're going to go and socialise with the community and make some new friends and go and see some old existing friends.
Lads, sorry for disrupting the game. Can you just come over here a minute, lads? My name's Mark, from Young Disciples. If the police was to drive past here and see a congregation of black youths like yourselves now, right, what would be happening?
What they would usually do is they'll go past, they'll shine a light into the park, see who's in the park. They'll look at us a certain way if they're not search us.
Don't you think that sometimes if the police stop and search, that could help to make the place a safer place?
If someone's got shot or, you get me, if the news cameras are out, then that's when you see police. When people are probably getting intimidated on the street or whatever, you don't really see police about, you get me? You should see them when they want to come and take somebody away, innit?
If mans go to a college now and it's be a man from a different ends, it's hard, and then intimidation, and mans want to bring stuff to mans.
If there was a certain man from, say, like Lazelles, going to a college where there's bare mans from Handsworth, intimidation, straight intimidation.
How do then mans keep themselves safe in the zone with all of that going on?
Sometimes people like roll with their own like little weapons and that. If you're on your own, you have to have some form of protection or self-defense to know that you can protect yourself if it comes down to it.
What kind of artillery are they using on the road now?
Knives and guns, man.
Knives and guns.
So do you think that young people have got a chance to get out of this kind of ghetto, liberty, or what?
You got a chance to make it out of the ghetto and do something with your life. Get me? It depends on your mind state, though.
Finding a job is hard. People look for the easy way to make money. You can't make it in a store stacking shelves and that. You have to do certain things to get money.
How many of you see yourselves at 30?
Can't imagine myself making it to 30. Or see my kids or something, man.
Yeah, I see myself at 30. I don't know. I'm not going to be on the roads and that all my life. I go to college now, I got aims and, you get me, objectives.
We've got Young Disciples, man. Serious, man.
It seems ludicrous that something as arbitrary as a postcode can get you killed. After the break, we'll see if the Young Disciples can break this vicious circle.